good, Foodizens? It's your girl TK, and I'm back with another journal entry. And for today's entry, I'm making breakfast. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm making pepperoni, what I'm going to call pepperoni egg flour bites. You'll see why I call them that in a second, but I'm starting with 8 eggs, but in all honesty, you could use a full dozen eggs and it would probably work out better if you use a dozen eggs. And I've added 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. And as you can see, I've had to go from a fork to a whisk, so definitely feel free to use a blender because not only is it quicker, but it's much easier. I was freestyling as I was making up this recipe, so I didn't even think about using a blender. I think I just didn't feel like pulling it out. So anyway, here I am adding salt and pepper to taste. I actually added about a half a teaspoon of salt and probably the same amount of white ground pepper. But again, you can add salt and pepper to taste. And I'm adding about 3/4 of a cup of diced onions and bell peppers that I had left over from a recipe that I made the night before. Just whisking that all together. And here comes the flour part. I'm using turkey pepperoni slices. You can use traditional pepperoni, but I don't eat pork, so I'm using the turkey pepperoni. And pretty much arrange them into the cups of a muffin pan in the shape of a flower. I thought it was really cute, so I wanted to do it this way. You don't have to. Honestly, this was the longest part of the recipe, so if it's one of those mornings when you're really rushed, you can just leave out this part, but I thought it was really cute. And I've added about a half teaspoon of garlic powder because I forgot to add it before. So I'm spooning in the eggs this way because, again, I was freestyling and I wasn't sure how much I needed in each cup, so I just put a spoonful evenly in each little muffin space. And I'm adding cheese. You can use as much or as little cheese as you want. I did not measure this, so did I say I was freestyling? I didn't? Oh, I did. Okay, but just to make sure you know, just to drill that in. So I'm adding the rest of the egg mixture and more cheese on top. I wanted it to be, not too cheesy, but cheesy enough. So again, no measurements. Freestyling. And here they are before they go into the oven at 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes. And here they are out of the oven after 10 to 15 minutes. They look great. They're not cooked too much. They're not, overcooked. They're not undercooked. You want to cook them until they're kind of set in the middle, not firm, but just set, because even after you take them out of the oven, they're gonna continue to cook, so you don't want to overcook them. And you see on the bottom it's not brown, which usually means your eggs are overcooked, and they're perfect. The cheese is nice and melty, the egg is creamy because of the whisking with the Greek yogurt. So you have a nice, protein packed little breakfast bite here. So there you have it. I want to thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope you give this recipe a try. And until next time, take care.